Hey, it's Marcus. I haven't made a video in a long time, but I make whenever I can and whenever I have the whenever I feel like making a video, I make a video. Uh, I wanted to talk about some stuff that's been going on lately. I've been losing pounds and kilos. I've lost about I'm gonna say roughly 10 pounds in the last days, and I'm trying to get down to 90 kilos or like 180 pounds because being a 170 and below just doesn't look good on my body type. I'm tall, so that means that I have to have more to look healthy. I also have a very big bone frame, which means that have to have something. My bones are very, very big, which means that I have to have something on my body. I have to have meat and fat on my body to actually look healthy. And for a long time, especially ever since puberty hit, I just haven't felt secure in my body. I've always felt that I was a little bit fat. But I'm trying to get down to 90 kilos or 180 pounds, and it's looking good so far. I weigh 94 kilos now. I'm going to be doing a lot of exercise, and I think you can already see that my face has become much, much thinner. It's become somewhat thinner, but not much. Uh, that's a little bit, that's a little bit much. But I want to say that I feel more comfortable in my own body than I did just 2 weeks ago. I can now look at my body and say, hey, I can do whatever the fuck I want now. It's still a little bit of a problem. I still feel a little bit fat, but I'm trying to get down to 90 kilos, which I can only do with. I'm trying to hold it at 90, like steady at a 90. It can swing about 2 kilos down and below, down and up, but rather up than down because my body's just not created to have the fin model like some smaller boys have. It looks better to be small and thin than it looks to be big and thin. It just doesn't look right on men and on women to be tall and thin, and then you just it looks better to be tall and a little bit fat. Um, Plus, it just doesn't look good on guys to be like paper thin. And I have not been that. I've always been a little bit chubby. And I, when I was born, I was paper thin. I was like 55 centimeters long, which probably would be like that's times 2.5. That's about roughly that's roughly 20 inches. It's it's kind of hard to calculate when you're only used to using meters and stuff like that. But it's also kind of easy when you just have a calculator. Uh, I've always been, as long as I can remember, I've been chubby. Uh, it just doesn't look right on my body type to be. I can show you my body right now. This is my body as it is. That's my belly. That's my chest. and my legs are also pretty long. It's they they're about oh, 80 to 90 centimeters long. I just got my mom to measure my length of my legs, and it's been decreased. It's a little bit decreasing, but you know, it's probably because my underpants, these underpants are a lot thicker than they usually are. Because when it gets, it's mid-fall here in Denmark, and it can get quite cold. I don't want my balls freezing. I don't want my semen to freeze to ice. Yes, my balls have dropped. And I'm 15. Most guys' balls have dropped at this age. It's a little hard to believe that I've actually been paper thin. When I was born, I was like paper thin. It just doesn't look right on my body type with my bones. I mean, you can almost kind of see my this bone right here sticking out. Imagine that, and me being anorexic. It's like plus this bone that goes along like right here. Also, it's kind of especially when you do like this, and also this bone or muscle or whatever it is. This is even though I'm fat, I am chubby. It's pretty predominant when you lose weight. But I have already seen some positive changes. A thumb rule, a fingerprint rule is to weigh what you are above 1 meter or above 3 feet. What you are above 1 meter is what you're supposed to weigh. So if you're 1 meter and 1, you should be weighing 1 kilo, but it's like everything above 1 kilo, everything above 1 meter. When you get up into my height, like 130 and above, when you get up to my height, about 190, it's pretty decent actually. It's pretty good to have fat and muscle in your bones, especially when you have such thick bones as I have. Like this is all bone. Just this freaking piece right here is all bone. It's also on my broad side. I can actually show where I have a little bit of a bone here. Here. It's right here. I have a bone just going like down there. And also this bone right here. I can feel that it's a bone because I can't squeeze it as I can with my muscles. It's kind of hard to look healthy with just being paper thin and you have big bones. I have a pretty big head also. I know you can't see it right now, but if I pull away and then stand up, I think you can kind of see that I have a pretty big head compared to my body. But my body is also pretty big. Chest, like right here, is 90 centimeters. No, not 90. Across my chest and around my back. It's about 107. It's about a 179. I can't really remember. And my arms are also pretty. It's there. You can't see it because I'm wearing this, but they're pretty thick. Um, I've always been chubby, and I will always be chubby. It's just this. It just doesn't look right on my bone type and my bone frame. It's a pretty big bone frame. I don't really have any bones sticking out. No, I don't really have any bones sticking out that I can show you other than, this. And it's more predominant on this one because apparently I'm more fat on this arm than I am on this arm. But then again, I really use my right hand more than I do with my left hand. Jerking off, and also lifting things and stuff like that. Yeah. So, body issues are a very serious part of becoming a teenager. There's a lot of changes in your body. Like in my body, I think I've always had pretty wide chest compared to my thighs and not compared to my thighs, but compared to my hip and my hip area and my lower back. I've always had a pretty wide chest. I've always been kind of buff. I've always had even though you can't see it, like because I'm covered in a big fucking hoodie. My arms have always been very broad. My arms is about maybe half my head high. It's probably like from my nose and up to my hairline. That's how broad they are. And this is it's kind of like double my wrist. Yeah, I would say that double my wrists. Yeah, double my wrist up here, which and it's not like otherwise you can see it now, but it's I'm both strong, I'm intelligent, and I think people focus too much on the the body because if you feel comfortable in your own skin, good. That's good. That's great. You can now move on towards more important stuff, like getting a family if you're that age. I'm not. I'm 15. Getting an education, maybe getting a job after you got that education. And then you can focus on your body. I have made some improvements to my body because I just didn't feel like I just didn't feel like being that chubby weird guy anymore. But I've said to myself that I don't want to be paper thin. I don't want to be that guy that just has random bones sticking out everywhere. I just feel like it isn't really right on my bone frame and on my body type. I feel like I am meant to be chubby. It's inevitable. While my dad and my mom's a chubby one of those. While my dad's the thin one. It's from him that I got my height. It's 190. He was actually 191 at some point on his best days, like in his 30s and 40s. He was 191. but it has been shrinking ever since it turned 45. It's also quite hard to not shrink down when you're his age. It just isn't really. It's inevitable to actually shrink down when you're 45 and above. That's kind of like the start of the whole shrinking age. And now he's 188, I believe. He's 2 centimeters shorter than I am. And yeah, I think I got my build, like my buffness and my fat from my mother, while I got my height and my hairiness, because I'm quite hairy. If you don't like hair or anything, look away now. Go. This is my stomach. Yeah, there's quite a lot of hair, and I know you can't see it on my chest, but there's also some hair here. And I don't want to get flagged by YouTube or anything, so I don't want to show you my balls, but when my mom walked into me in the showers when I was 11, it was probably about 4 years ago. It was on a summer holiday or on vacation. It was she was walking in to give me a towel, and then she looks down at my feet to check if I've gotten any bites, and she was also looking at my legs. And then when she moved up, she just saw this big bulge of hair just on my balls and above my dick and on my dick. I sincerely hope that YouTube doesn't ban this video because of bad language. I really don't hope that they ban small YouTubers from being from swearing, because I don't really want this whole YouTube video to end. But she just walked in on me in this house to give me a towel, and then she all of a sudden sees this big bulge of fucking hair on my balls, my dick, and above my dick, and around it. And my legs back then weren't as hairy as they are now. My armpits are also pretty hairy. I'm just all around a hairy guy. You can see it's even beginning to grow like a little tip there. That's fucking weird. And my hair also has its own life. At least I tried to make it somewhat kind of decent now, but it just doesn't work. I've used gel, I've used mousse, hairspray, product. I've used everything, and I just can't get it to sit right. The only thing that really works for my hair is when I comb it back. Just comb it aggressively back. Just lay it down. But that makes my head look kinda... My head's a little bit rectangular. I have a pretty wide jaw, and then just like a little bit up and in. It's kind of like a roundish rectangular, just a little bit of I do have a pretty. It's I have a queen bite, which is called when the teeth are set perfectly, and the jaw is also on line. I can see it right here. This is my profile, and it's set perfectly. So I just I don't have any problems with braces and just jaw, just like in that by getting the jaw out or in. I have two friends who had the two problems. One whose name is Frederick, he had to have his jaw moved out, and then one friend named Reinolf had to have his jaw moved back because of his underbite. Um, and I have a really funny thing to say. What he got in jaw is what he got. It's what he should have gotten in intelligence, but then he just got a big jaw. And you can't really get far away with that. And where I got intelligence and buffness, my dad got yeah, there isn't really much to say about my dad. He isn't really a body type idol of mine. I think my body type idol is YouTuber Sunday and maybe also Skydos. It's I think it's mostly Sunday and Skydos Minecraft, kind of like Skydos Minecraft buffness, and then Sunday's weight, 180, 190, about there. No, not 180, 190. I want to be on 210. You can swing 4 to 5 pounds, both directions, rather up than down. But holy crap, almost 22 minutes. Jesus Christ. Do I even have the license to upload so much content? That's almost it's a little bit crazy. I kinda went ham on that one. Well, fuck it. We'll see ya. Be comfortable with your own body. Do not get anorexia or bulimia. Bye.